Hello, my name is Jessica Johns, and this is my Lab 5 video, the cow dissection. And yes, I am in uniform. I'm trying to get this done on my lunch break because I have a really busy week. But, alright, as you can see, I've got my tray here with the cow eye, tools, and list of structures, and my eye protection. Okay. So, some of the questions that I have to answer first: through which structures, openings, and chambers of the eye does the light from the flashlight pass in order to reach the retina? So the light passes through the cornea into where the iris and the pupil are. The iris controls the pupil and what diameter it is. If there's more light, then the pupil's going to constrict. That way not as much light can get back into the retina. And then behind that structure is the lens that light passes through. Then it goes through the visceral body, I think is how you say it, the V word, visceral body, and from there it reaches the retina. Which structures serve as the sensor and the effector in the pupillary light reflex? The sensor is going to be the ocular motor nerve, and then the effector is going to be the extrinsic eye muscle, and the skeletal muscles will be the effector. And then which cranial nerves are required for pupillary light reflex? That's going to be the optic nerve, and then again the ocular motor nerve controls the diameter, or tells the iris to change the diameter of the pupil in response to light. Alright, so just looking at the eye, this outer cloudy structure right here is going to be the cornea. And then, let's see here, cornea, the thick outer white wall surrounding the eyeball is the sclera. In the back, this is actually really hard to see, but the optic nerve would normally be hanging off right here. We've got some fat, but the optic nerve comes out of the back of the eyeball and attaches to the brain. Yeah, it's really hard to see that actually. So, and then these little structures on the outside, these brown attachments, this is all, this brown here, this is intrinsic eye muscle. But yeah, the optic nerve would probably be this little bump right here coming out of the back of the eye. So I'm going to go ahead and cut. Hopefully I don't get any juices on my uniform, but alright, so I'm going to cut right behind the cornea. And some fluid's probably going to come out. That'll be, it's actually kind of hard. Yep. Alright, and then to answer the other questions, what happens to the diameter of the right pupil when you briefly shine the flashlight into the right eye? So I have to do this all the time at my job doing physicals for patients, and when you shine light into the eye, you can visibly see the pupil constrict. And what happens when you shine light into the right eye, the left eye also constricts along with it. And then it would be vice versa. If you shine light into the left eye, then the right eye constricts as well. Alright, so this ball right here, it would have been attached to the back of the cornea right here. This is the lens, and it's got some of the fluid on it. That's the lens, and then let's see here. This black piece right here, this shinier fluid, it's surrounded by some striated material, but this flatter, shiny material right here that has a circle in the middle, this is going to be the iris. And then the hole in between that, it would be the pupil that the iris constricts. And then the front portion again is the cornea. Between that cornea and the pupil would be the anterior chamber. And then in the back here we have this white material you see bunched up right here would have been the retina. It would surround the entire backside of the eye. I don't know how well you can see that. So that white material bunched up right there would be the retina, and then the black, we don't have the metallic portion. That's a feature just that the cows have to see better at night, but the black portion in the back would be the choroid. Am I saying that right? The choroid. And then again, this thick white wall, you can see it a little bit better here. The thick wall on the outside perimeter of the eye is the sclera. So just to make sure we hit everything, again, the lens, and then the cornea, the sclera is on the outside of the eye. We've got the lens and the pupil in the anterior chamber here, and then the retina, then the choroid, and then the optic nerve came out of the back, and some of these brown tissue is the intrinsic eye muscle. And I'll just show you.